Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire, and in case you have missed out on any previous Preptober videos, I have a whole playlist linked down below, or if you go to my channel page, you can find it. It's just under Preptober, and that's kind of been showing my journey through this last month, at least what I've been experimenting with. It's almost the end of October and therefore Preptober. I think it's also a good time to, well, at least what I'm going to do is recap some of the things that I thought were really helpful, because I kind of tried out a bunch of different things, where I'm at in my prepping and my plans and goals for NaNoWriMo. So let's get started. In case you don't know, I am writing a sequel to my epic fantasy book, so I have a lot of the groundwork, like characters, the story already ruminating in my head, but my first book I pantsed, and I hate that I pantsed it because I've spent feels like the last year and a half just editing and editing and editing and editing. I can already tell I definitely prefer plotting and planning and taking the time to figure out different story beats. And again, in case you missed it in previous videos, I'm alternating between 3 POV characters, so also figuring out the order in which those characters will be told in, something that I've discovered, kind of jumping around a little bit. I've been really into writing out these chapter ideas by hand. 2 of the main POV characters are in the same location and 1 isn't. And the ones in the same location, because I've been writing out by hand and kind of discovering the scene that way, I've been realizing this would actually be way more dramatic if it was told from the other person's point of view. And it's just really nice to have that figured out and taken care of before I've written anything in a Word document. That being said, talking about my writing journal, I have tried to write in it every single day. I am not done with Act 1 yet. I know some people, especially that I've met through NaNoWriMo chats, especially on Instagram, so I would look on there and see if there's a group you can join if you're into that kind of stuff. I'm very extroverted. I like talking to people about planning and process. Someone told me that they'll write down 3 to 4 sentences per scene. I'm writing down anything and everything that comes to mind. Tone, setting, dialogue, character interactions. My scenes have now been taking up a minimum of 3 pages to 6 or 8. So I'm kind of already writing out the story, but it will just make when I'm starting my first real draft in a Word document so much easier, because then I can, and this is my plan, before I write, I'll read that chapter that I've already written down by hand in my little Preptober notebook, and I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm going for, and then I'll be able to really indulge in the settings, mess around with dialogue, character descriptions, tone, rather than trying to figure out the plot while I write, because I tried that once a few years back. It was a hot mess. I definitely already feel that this time around it's just gonna go way more smoothly. Now, because this is an epic fantasy, 50,000 words is maybe going to be the halfway point. This one is already feeling like it's gonna be over 100K. But like I said, I'm not even done with plotting out even the first third of my books. I really like plotting out the story. It's complicated enough that I think it does me a lot of good. What I think I'm going to do is that if I get to the point where I surpass what I've already plotted, I'm gonna go back and basically do what I've been doing in Preptober and write everything out by hand, and I guess just count the words manually and include that as part of my NaNoWriMo, like go towards my 2,000 words, if that makes sense. So I'll just write out by hand in my plotting notebook the next chapter that I want to write, make sure that it's actually the direction that I want to take the story, which I know I could do that on the computer too, but I really want the draft that I'm typing into my Word document to be a decently clean first draft. Not that a first draft can ever be perfect, but as close to that as I can get, and only have to edit the entire book 3 or 4 times rather than like 7 or 8 times like I'm doing right now with my first book. That's my Preptober plan. It might seem like a lot because my goal count, at least for the first half of November, is also higher than what NaNoWriMo's is, rather than the little over 1,600. I'm aiming for 2,000 because, one, there might be days that I'm just tired and I can't hit even the 1,600. And I know I'm going to be going back home and there will be some travel days. As for what's going on with this channel, starting to get a little bit anxious but excited about this because I've never done something like this before. But I really want to do daily writing vlogs throughout the entire NaNoWriMo month. So I'm going to be writing a lot more, I'm going to be filming a lot more, I'm going to be editing videos every single day. It's a little bit overwhelming, but I'm also kind of looking forward to it because I think I actually respond really well to when I have a heavy workload but also have very set goals that I'm trying to reach. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it will be fun. It's for 1 month. It's not forever. Hopefully, you guys will find these daily vlogs useful. I've never actually watched daily vlogs while I did NaNoWriMo. I didn't know that was a thing the 1 year that I kind of participated in NaNoWriMo, and I can see how that could be really encouraging to people to see someone else kind of going through the same struggles that they're going through and just being a part of the same community. Please leave your own comments down below. I'll also be keeping up in the comment section. I'll have it pinned my word count in case you don't want to or don't have a NaNoWriMo account and you're not following me on there. I'm excited to kind of kick it back and take it easy and just have a fun time with my friends tomorrow night on the spookiest night of the year, because I plan on really getting my ass into gear, and I hope all of you feel that same type of energy and excitement and just like that productive flow. And I think that will be easier for me as well for everyone in the beginning, and it's when we get to that like 2-3 week mark where we might really need the encouragement. So like I said, don't be afraid to comment on my videos, give or seek out encouragement. I want to win. I want you to win. So that's my plan. That's my rant. That's my advice. I hope that you found this useful in some way. Find me on nanowrimo.org. I will leave a link to my page down below because I actually don't even remember my username right now. Subscribe so you don't miss out on all those daily vlogs I'm gonna be doing. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.